Upper M's, I'll take them.
Throwing all that ass, I'm throwing ones. Yeah. I said that nigga talking like he want an issue. I don't give a fuck, cause the nigga too official. You know I get the bag and I be toting on them pistols. You know it's going bad if a nigga got a dismissal. Go ahead and play along, I'm smoking strong. Man, there ain't no... Yeah, I be jugging all across the road. Give a fuck about a foe. Run up on me, wipe your nose. Point, shoot, the reload. Ain't no telling me no. Yeah, I be gone with no traces, but lenses, no laces. I shop at the stores and then I'll switch locations. Man, I really don't fuck with niggas, but not race. Yeah. I'm jugging up early morning, regret it till I spend it. Won't be cuffing on the pussy, call her up to rent it. Sometimes popping enough only to pay my shit and flip it. On my second Mercedes, once had 2 colors on the Civic.
It's to Connecticut to come rock out with y'all. Shout out to Showcase Tour.
That we popping out, cause I heard it was lit. You know we deep with the click, pocket stuff full of blue strips. Watch it step and watch your chick look back. You know we be all about it. You know we curving you overexcited. You know we deep with the bodies, but we only came for vibing. Deep in the zone, playing that chess you a pawn. Needing me too like I'm dating some clones. Don't like to answer, just leave me alone. She just be dancing, she dancing so close. No, I get impatient, you know I'm on the grind. I ain't begging for no time, all these rumors, all these lies. Every time I hit your phone, it's blocked or it's declined. Had to get it on my own, a nigga learn from all this crime. No time. I had to take a little pee break, but listen, we outside. I don't know where we are. I'm in New Hampshire, but we in New Hampshire. Listen, we coming to fuck it up. Let's get it. Back to that jug, here I go. Yeah, back to that jug, here I go. Here I go. Yeah, I be jugging all the...
Oh shit, what's happening?
Fancies, no laces, I shop at the store.
I don't know where I'm at.
Full of swipers and I'm dipped up.
Back to the jug, here we go.
Good morning, happy Sunday, ladies. We are now tuned in. It's Upnorth City Girls podcast. I am your host, Ms. TML. I got my Upnorth City Girls with me today. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Hey, it's April Marie.
Hey, April.
Hi, it's Toya Monet. I'm driving, but I'm here.
Toya. And who do we have today?
Dawn Ray, that's right.
Dawn Ray, baby.
You still up? Did you go to sleep yet?
You hear Uncle Ray in the background? He's like, Toya, did you go to sleep yet? She's driving. I told you, we was up all night last night. Me and Toya was the last Mohegans. We was up in here till 5 something. For real. Like, we was up. I was like, I don't even understand how I'm up right now. Like, I'm so tired from last night and the shenanigans. We had a great time. I want to thank everybody who came out and celebrated my birthday with me last night. All my family was there. All my best friends were there. It just was a really good time. We had a wine tasting. That was definitely a good part of the festivities. My cousin, she has her own wine business. So she brought us different bottles to taste. And she actually was able to make some sales. So I'm thankful that we were able to, empower her and, just show, that type of entrepreneurship between women. I think that's important. And whereas it's Women's Month this month, we definitely want to take heed to that and, just appreciate each other. I think it's important as women that we support each other and that we build this type of unity that we have amongst us on our podcast, and that we just support each other. So I'm proud of you guys and proud of everybody that's been a part of this movement and just supporting Upnorth City Girls, because we're trying to empower women to be the best entrepreneurs they can be out here. So anything else you guys want to add? Done. I can't believe you're up. Hey, cuz. Your cousin Charlie said, hey. Y'all see her? Good morning.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm up either. Oh my gosh.
Yo, April, you missed it.
Last night was
Yeah,
crazy.
I was in the bed.
Yo, you was the only up North City girl not in the building, sis.
I'm pregnant. I'm off the radar right now. So
Yo, but you know you was there in spirit, no matter what.
next year,
Next year, bro. Next year we going out of town, sis. We need to out of town trip.
no, that's what's up. No problem with this father.
For real. By then you'll be ready. Like, listen, let's go. Let's go. So,
No, we had a real good time last night, Even though it was cold, people still pulled up, but it was a real good time. I had to come through, support you guys for your D-Day, for the house party. Food was good, everything was good, you know.
yo, man was just down.
I was
Laptop.
wondering what happened.
Huh?
I was wondering what happened.
Yes, my laptop, man. Be bugging. Right. Well, I got another laptop, a smaller one I just got. We got 3 guests. All right, I'm just checking this one because I knew it was probably gonna die, you guys. So I made sure I plugged up my phone to make sure I could still broadcast from here. Um, so in regards to trending topics, what trending topics do we have this week? What was the first one, Dawn, that you said?
What's going on with NBA Young Boy, the baby, King Von?
Yeah. So what's the whole thing like now? Only one that's left is the baby, right?
Yeah, I think like Toya said, it's more like they're beefing over like the baby and NBA YoungBoy made a CD together, and King Von's camp is kind of pissed, like, hey, what's you know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? And baby's more like, yo, it's about money. The
Right.
same thing with what kind of happened with him, Meg, and Tori. When him and Tori made that song, she kind of got upset because her and the baby had so many collabs together. And it's like, yo, why would you go collab with him knowing that? And, the baby's on some stuff like, hey, my stuff is all about me getting to the bag, not my, like, your beef is not my beef.
Right. Right. Exactly. And we got to be about getting to the money. I think that putting aside whatever beef and drama, like a lot of this should be like beef that people don't even understand where it originated from. And these are people who are speaking for our culture, who are speaking for, the younger generation. And it's like, listen, if baby don't step outside and put like he has to be like a Jay-Z in these situations. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z was able to put himself aside from all that industry, the drama that he was going through in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And all that. But he does. He's starting to get there. The baby, little baby is like up there in regards to where he could be in his career. He's like a Jay-Z in this era. You know what I'm saying? So now where they got all this gang violence and gang has multi-platinum. He got some money, but he ain't got it that yet. That yet. You know what I'm saying? But these are who are influencing the culture right now. So all this King Von, the gang violence that comes within the music, they're the ones. And so now, what about Lil Durk?
Well, that's the thing. Dirk, they're trying to say, like, where's Dirk at in all of this? And supposedly, Dirk is in.
Up with the money challenge or whatever.
Well, I think he's supposedly. Well, that's the thing. They're asking, well, where's Dirk at in this? And he's saying, like, listen, I don't got no problems with the baby, I guess, because the baby did a tweet where he was telling King Von's camp, like, hey, your big homies in my DM waving the white flag, like, he don't want no smoke, but y'all are saying something else.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yes.
but it happens. It's just like it happens in the hood. Like it could be a dude that want to squash the beef because he's more seeing the bigger picture, like it's about the money. But then you got people that's like, nah, it's about the principle, and oh, we don't get along with these people. Like just like I look at Jeezy and Gucci, like that's prime examples of how that played out for so many years that they would have beef with each other. But now look, they did a versus together. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta put that beef aside. Like the one thing I've learned about war is somebody has to surrender at some point. You know what I'm saying? You can't somebody got to wave the red flag. In order for life to go on, in order for you to evolve, you have to wave the red flag. All battles can't be won. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, listen, maybe y'all didn't win this battle, maybe y'all will win the next battle. It's like,
Right, but they were saying, like the baby done sold his soul for music. And I do feel some type of way. I think his head has gotten so big. I mean, I understand he's a superstar, but you should still have morals. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can't let that money get in, it can't replace your morals. You know what I
right,
mean? You're beating up your niece's uncle. I understand he said once you come to LA it's on site, but it wasn't no up and up fight. You had your
right,
entourage pretty much beat him up, and it's like
right,
you need to still have morals. At the end of the day, that's still your niece's uncle. At the end of the day, I understand it's all to you. It's all about money, but now you don't want it. You don't want a target on your back because you made the wrong business move. And I know it
right.
shouldn't be like that, but that's just how this industry is right now. People are killing one another. Then if you do music with someone who has beef, it becomes like, oh, well, you're part of the same thing. So unfortunately, it's just crazy. It is really crazy. I understand he wants to make music, but what are you willing to sell to make that music? What are you willing to sell for that collaboration? You know what I mean?
Right.
Dead, y'all.
Look, we about to add Eb.
Oh, shoot, Eb finally woke
Top of
up.
the morning, ladies.
Morning, morning.
I mean, good afternoon.
Hmm.
She's not subject to anything she might say right about.
Amari said she's not
Yep,
something
we up.
I say right now.
Period.
Yo. So today we have Antonio Gramz on our feed today. We're just waiting for him to tune in. If he doesn't tune in the next, I would say 5 minutes or so, we're gonna call it a day. I know everybody still I'm over for one. But what else? I know we had the WNBA chick who's stuck over right now in Ukraine.
Yeah, Brittany
Yeah,
Griner.
Now, let's talk about Stevie J doing that interview that's been all over Instagram while he
Hmm.
had some chick giving him head during the interview on Zoom.
And
Wow.
I'm
wait.
hoping the chick was Faith. Like, I'm hoping it was Faith. Like, he is a married
They don't
man.
know. Nobody knows. That's the question. Was it Faith?
What?
Yeah,
Hmm.
he was getting pleasured while he was doing a Zoom interview.
When the
Get
Zoom
out.
interview started, he was like, "Why don't you come over here and suck me off?" And yeah,
What?
yeah.
Stevie J is a mess. We all know that, though.
Yeah.
He's a
Well,
whole
I didn't even
mess.
understand him and Faith's whole union. Like, I'm like, either Faith's desperate for attention. Like, you got to be desperate for attention. Yeah.
She did that?
That's what they don't know who it was. But supposedly they were breaking up and they were getting a divorce. He married her. She married him. But
Hmm.
it's like you was Biggie. He was Godfather. You was part of Biggie's entourage. You was one of Biggie's producers, and now you're fucking his wife.
Okay.
Yo, that shit's fucked up.
Hmm.
Right. But that's my whole point. Who's to say he wasn't dealing with her before that? Like, Right. Like there's principles. I think we as like, you know, us in our circle, we have principles. Like I just couldn't deal with my ex's friend, none of that. Cousin, like we just don't get down like that. Like
All right.
no, it ain't just industry shit. This is good shit
Good
too.
shit. All right, you know.
I like some people they don't care. They be like, "Yep, my cousin used to deal with him, and now I'm dealing with him." Like, no, we don't get down like that. Like, I think it's a messy situation. I think that you know, put yourself in a situation where it's like, I know opposites attract. I know that you guys might have, you know, liked each other or whatever. But it's just a principle. Like, have some respect. Like, would you have done that if that man never died?
Probably,
You know what I'm saying?
Faith was doing her thing. Wasn't she with Tupac? And,
But it's
I
like
don't know.
dealing with Tupac. Like, that's what you do. Faith was like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? No, but it was real truth to that. There was some real truth to that. Like, Tupac ain't gonna lie. There was really pictures. She's like, oh, I just went up to him. I said whatever that day in the club. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see about all that. So yeah, the WNBA chick, Brittany, she basically is being detained right now because of everything that's going on in Ukraine. She was traveling back to the U.S. and she had vapes in her pocket, and they
Mm-hmm.
consider that contraband.
What?
Yeah, so they're
Yeah,
detaining
they're
her.
about to make an example out of her because right now, me and Russia, U.S. and Russia relations are not the best. So all prayers go out for her, but she might be sitting for a while, unfortunately.
And that's crazy. Like, you mean tell me the U.S. embassy can't go get her? Like,
Not right now.
that,
Putin ain't no. Well, Putin's at war. Anybody? We done put all these sanctions on Russia, so yeah, this
that's
is not the best time to get detained
People don't
at
right.
all.
understand. These wars are dependent on lies. They start by a lie. That's how these wars get started.
Mm-hmm.
If you look back at the history, the wars, all these wars that got started was all based on
But that's where it's like, okay, so because we don't even know the real reason why we're at war. We don't even know the real reason why Ukraine and Russia don't get along. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll tell you, oh, it's because of this or it's because of that. But like, do we really know if
Putin
that's
is a
legitimate?
bully, and pretty much Putin is a bully, and he feels like Ukraine belongs to him. And since Ukraine doesn't want to pretty much lay down, he's invading it. He's invading and destroying Ukraine because he
that.
wants that land.
Independence.
They've been independent all these years, and now you come in and you want them to, become a communist. You know,
Go over there, modernize, the Middle East. Like, I feel like certain like countries are better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would go to your living on like on it. Right, right. Um, the gas prices, everybody, we don't necessarily feel it until you know what I'm saying? Or it happens. Like, one thing that I always say is like, that Tupac quote where he said, they got money for war but can't feed the poor. Like, it's real. You know what I'm saying? We're putting up billions of dollars to go to war, but yet and still you got people running around here homeless. When are we gonna make changes to that? You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that people are still living in cities, like it's crazy that I've been to how many cities in the last 2 years, and every city now has a tent area. for homeless people. And that for me is like shocking because you would think with all the buildings and things that they're building up in the cities, why don't they give places for these type of people to live? Do you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I'm like, wait, I don't know if you guys can hear me. I know I'm saying that. But does anybody else have any other topics, any other trending topics, anything that you guys have upcoming that you want to talk about?
Nope.
No?
Mm-mm.
We could talk
No.
about that Chris Brown topic. What's going on with him and how he
Y'all, I
reported
hope
that
they
the
get
girl.
that chick some time. I hope she gets some time with her lying ass.
Who?
The chick who accused Chris Brown of rape, and then he released her text messages and shit she was sending. And Shorty's only mad because he started ignoring her. You were still trying to fuck him for the next 8 months after this alleged rape.
What? No, that's crazy. She was still trying to deal with him after that?
Still texting him. Still, yeah, like talking about
That's
that's the
crazy.
best dick she ever had.
Now that's crazy. Like, and this is the part where I don't get about people who call rape and all that. Like, how can you call that? Like, if you're not calling it right there. That even that occurrence right there, like what do you mean the ability to call it a month later, a year later? Like I just feel like a lot of people have been wrongly accused and convicted because of stuff like that. Like anybody could just turn around and say you raped them. And how do you have proof after a year? You don't need proof. You need a good lie. Right. And I'm like, but even the lie is like, okay, well, why didn't you come forward then? Like, you should have. I think there should be a better timeline on how, on the stipulations of when somebody could file those types of complaints. Because,
But look, once her lawyer seen the text messages and heard the voice recordings, he dropped her as a client.
wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I'm
No,
team
that's crazy.
Chris Breezy, and these hoes are coming after him like it ain't no joke. And it's so sad because since he's had a history, he's been in the spotlight before. I think people really do believe the blogs. But at the end of the
They
day,
did.
he's just gonna have to like fight all these bitches. You know, unfortunately,
Right.
excuse my language, but yeah, Team Breezy over here.
But don't you notice now that's the situation of most black men who are at a high status, like they have to worry about now, being scrutinized or being told that their previous history that they did somebody or whatever. Like I feel like every time a black man reaches a level of success, he's knocked down by saying that he's not credible because he did bad things in his past. Like, how does that work? How can we go back 10, 15 years and say this man did this 15 years ago and now he should be held accountable? Who's to say after he did those things he didn't have, the morals or the intuition to say I want to change? Like, how can you hold someone like that? I never understood that. That was
But I
not
didn't
something.
understand the fact that how can you remember something that happened 30 years ago off of a Quaalude? Because Quaaludes were so bad and so like the worst type of pill drug you can take back in there that they took them off the market. So I don't know if you ever seen The Wolf of Wall Street when he took the Quaalude.
Yep.
That particular scene, and he didn't remember what had happened to him or not. Like he thought the night went totally different from what it did, and they said Quaaludes were like that. So I was just wondering that I don't know if I'm wrong about that or what. I'm just wondering, like, how would you know what happened to you 30 years ago off of a Quaalude?
Right.
Right. Quavo? Wow.
$40 a pill.
$40 a pill? That's crazy.
They said it was better than dope.
Better than dope. Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
because
that's
they
what
said that
say
it gave you
news, they
such,
got on power. So how y'all
like, it gave you such
so
an
how y'all
amazing
like the
high.
power?
Like, they had to take them off the market.
So are y'all liking Power? The new Tommy? What is that one called?
The Force?
What, the one that they're showing on Power?
Yeah, that's something that they invent. You know what I'm saying? That's not a real drug.
Right. Well, it is a real drug because she was in a lab.
Yeah, that's TV though.
Right. But that, I think they're trying to make it as potent as a Quavo.
Right. She made it, something else. It's some kind of euphoria that you get when you sniff that shit.
Oh.
To a whole nother level. But it's supposed to be derived off of diet pills.
Off a diet though.
Yeah, but this chemist did some shit, you know what I'm saying? That was like the sensation. And supposedly, you have to hooked on it.
Oh, and it's not addictive.
Right. Oh.
Well, that's kind of like E. If you think about it, you know what I'm saying? E is not supposed to be addictive. It's supposed to be one of those drugs that you can take and you don't feel, the cravings or anything like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like I was in a club the other night and it's crazy because a guy that, I was with someone and he offered her a drink, but he came from behind. And she was like, no, I don't want it. And she was like, thank you, but no thank you. He got totally offended. Like, what you think I'm going to try to drug you? Like, bro, yeah. Listen, we don't take drugs. We don't take drinks from behind. Like, you don't know what somebody put in a drink. Like, it's very serious when it comes to that now. They with drugs and, just putting drugs into drinks and things like that. Like, you definitely have to be careful because you just never know. Sometimes I even feel like, that drink was a little stronger than the last drink. Like, what's different, But you just have to be very careful. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I hear Ebony in the other room. I'm still, we're still trying to get recuperated from last night, you guys. So I want to tell Jig, thank you for tuning in and being our support. I want to just tell you guys the artist wasn't able to tune in today, it looks like. So maybe we can get a reschedule with him. But I want to thank everybody who tuned in this morning. We were all here considering.
Cause baby.
April.
Hmm?
Cause baby. It was a party to remember last night. I told everybody that could to tune in today so that we could do a recap of all the festivities that happened last night. We definitely had a good time. And the wine was definitely good. So make sure you guys check out my cousin's wine company. I will be sharing it. It's called One Hope. It's actually, you can find it, One Hope, it's Napa Valley wine. And it's definitely a great wine to have. And she can also come and do a wine hosting at your parties or events. So definitely reach out to her, reach out to me, and I will connect you with her. Ladies, do you guys have anything else to say before we end this podcast today?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to cook all that food that they need to get a plate.
April.
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm praying, baby. I'm praying. You're going to be back outside with us real soon.
No, I will. As soon as I drop this baby, it'll be with its dad this time around. And I'm out. I'm out.
Like, hey.
I got somebody to be on daddy duty this weekend.
Like, hey, we can still use this backdrop for the next house party. Have fun night. All right, you guys, I love you. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you check us out next week. We got Zombie Ray in the building. Then we have Really Bad People to end off the month. And we are in season 2, 2 months in. This is basically our third quarter. I want to thank everybody for all your support. If you can, make sure you purchase one of our merch, hoodies. We have sweatshirts. We have everything in regards to merch attire. We have the masks. We have the cup holders. All you have to do is go to Storefronter. It's Upnorth City Girls at storefronter.com. I can also drop the link. And I want to thank you guys again for tuning in.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Throwing all that ass, I'm throwing ones. Yeah. I said that nigga talking like he want an issue. I don't give a fuck, cause the nigga too official. You know I get the bag and I be toting on them pistols. You know it's going bad if a nigga got a dismissal. Go ahead and play along, I'm smoking strong. Man, there ain't no... Yeah, I be jugging all across the road. Give a fuck about a foe. Run up on me, wipe your nose. Point, shoot, and reload. Ain't no telling me no. Yeah, I be gone with no traces, but lenses, no laces. I shop at the stores and then I'll switch locations. Man, I really don't fuck with niggas, but not race. Yeah. I'm jugging up early morning, regret it till I spend it. Won't be cuffing on the pussy, call her up to rent it. Sometimes copping enough only to pay my shit and flip it. On my second Mercedes, once had 2 colors on the Civic.
This is to Connecticut to come rock out with y'all. Shout out to Showcase Tour. That we popping out, cause I heard it was lit. You know we deep with the click, pocket stuff full of blue strips. Watch your step and watch your chick look back. You know we be all about it. You know we curving you overexcited. You know we deep with the bodies, but we only came for vibing. Deep in the zone, playing that chess you a pawn. Needing me too like I'm dating some clones. Don't like to answer, just leave me alone. She just be dancing, she dancing so close. So I get impatient, you know I'm on the grind. I ain't begging for no time, all these rumors, all these lies. Every time I hit your phone, it's blocked or it's declined. Had to get it on my own, a nigga learn from all this crime. No time. Had to take a little pee break, but listen, we outside. I don't know where we are in New Hampshire, but we in New Hampshire. Listen, we coming to fuck it up. Let's get it. Back to that jug, here I go. Yeah, back to that jug, here I go. Here I go. Yeah, I be jugging all the.
Oh shit, what's happening?
Fancies, no laces, I shop hella stuff. Full of swipers and I'm dipped up.
Back to the jug, here we go.